Welcome back to This Side of 40. This is your girl Lou, and this will be an updated carpool ride. I do apologize. This will be a long video, so if you're not interested in something like that, this will be a good time for you to just miss out on this. I have a lot to talk about this morning, and because I have a lot to talk about this morning, I'm just going to premise this with this conversation is not for everybody. So let's get into it. So my carpool ride this morning is sponsored by my 4 kids. So basically I went back to work on the 6th. The 6th is come and went, and it's been a month since I've been at work. I'm so grateful, and I feel like highly favored by God. So this carpool ride is the update to my my journey in gratitude. So I have so much to be grateful this month for. And Nona, I do apologize. I have not had a chance to send out that box to you, and this journey in gratitude is basically gonna tell why. My car broke down 2 days after we opened up the salon. My transmission in my car went out. My car is only, it's like 6 or 7 years old, not even that long. Like, I've only had it for a few years. At one point, they had a recall on my transmission on my car. We had it, took it up there. Me and Grandma sat there, and they did whatever they did. My car has always drove kind of funny from the first day we bought it. Like, it just didn't have that get up and go. And I guess that's just the kind of vehicle it is. I have a Nissan Versa, and it's a 2014 Versa. So 6 years old, because this is 2020, and I got it like right before Christmas. So that being said, I had to get my car fixed. I haven't been able to do anything else. Like, I got my first paycheck, which is like a half a check, because I came back to work during the pay period, and so I didn't have a full check. We put all the money we had together. My mother-in-law and a really good friend of ours, Ivy, decided to loan us the money to get my car out, to get it repaired, because we hadn't even taken it to the shop at that point. And so because my mother-in-law and our friend Ivy decided to loan us the money, we were able to get my car fixed. We had half of the money, and then my mother-in-law had the other half, and Ivy had to like pitch in for the tax, basically. So got my car fixed. Then I've been really, and I'm sorry, I'm not like trying to be secretive about my job, but I've been really careful what I say about my job, because we were in the process from going from a corporate salon to a franchise salon. So you really can't say much because it's so all up in the air. Well, I talked to my franchisee, one of them, yesterday, and it's just a blessing because they seem like they're going to be very positive people, and this is going to be a very positive situation. So I'm just truly feeling true gratitude for that, because during the season of COVID, like, I didn't know what that was going to mean, and that's the reason why I've been so vague about where I worked. I knew before the shutdown that we were franchising. Like, that was not a secret. It was just because of COVID, the franchise that they had got from my salon at my old location. Sorry, my eyes are running this morning. The person they had got for our franchise to franchise us with at my old location, kind of like due to COVID, decided that this was not the time for them to be buying a salon, which is quite understandable. Like, don't get me wrong, I understood. So my store closed. I was kind of panicking, trying to figure out where I was gonna go, and I had got 2 different offers for my company to go to 2 different locations. So one was gonna be a kids salon, which is Cool Cuts, and the other one is a Cost Cutters, but it's off of Tatum and Bell. So with me being at Cost Cutters, you know, like, I have a lot of rules. I can't take pictures of my work and post it on social media, because the company I work for could in turn be sued because they have models. So I couldn't do that. That's like always been the thing I couldn't. Then on top of that, you know, like things are changing with social media being like really the driving force for a hairdresser or a hairstylist, makeup artist, nail tech. That is how you get clientele. And because we couldn't do that before, it was very hush hush. I didn't want to say anything that could cause any problems. Yesterday I spoke with one of our owners, and he assured me that he felt like as long as we created a separate page and it was only our artistic work on there, nothing else, then you could do so. So I got to figure out a way to create one. I'm going to have to make a whole nother email address so that it can't be linked back to my personal accounts. So that's one. Then two, I have really been so grateful for panning right now because I had said that I work further, but like when I say I work further, my drive from my house to my old location was 10 minutes. Like once I got on the freeway, I was 5 minutes away. Driving to the freeway was the bulk of my drive, like getting on the freeway. Now with me, I have to drive 45 minutes each way going to work. They say on the MapQuest it's 33 minutes. Hunty, no it's not. It's 45 minutes because Arizona has a lot of construction going on. So, i.e., I needed my car. I did, and I was blessed because my husband has a car. So we were able to, you know, get me back and forth, and I was able to drive his car. Thank God he's at home all day, so it's not like I was preventing him from getting to work. Like had this been like 2 years ago, this would have been a tragedy. This would have been some stuff like I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I'm feeling blessed and highly favored by God just for that to have happened the way it happened. Like a lot of people don't see the blessings. Like God has blessings, and we're always in a hurry. Gimme. We're on the landline like, Jesus, give me this. Lord, provide that. Move this, do that. And I didn't ask him for nothing. I just told him I had faith that whatever was supposed to happen right now in this season, it's going to happen because I really don't have a plan. My plan was to stay at my job until retirement. And yeah, so I wanted to stay where I'm at until I retired. I lost a lot of my clientele. Like I have clients who still see me. However, I have to go to them because they won't come to the salon because of COVID and their age. And I appreciate them because that's how I'm able to keep the gas in my car right now to get me back and forth because, like I said, I hadn't had a full paycheck. And then on top of not having a full paycheck, you know, like I needed to get my car fixed. So like we got my car fixed, but that left like a little bit for gas, but like realistically speaking, we still needed groceries, food, whatever. So did that. God provided. I'm feeling highly favored. That's all I can say. I'm feeling highly favored. So then that happened. My mother-in-law is very supportive. Like I don't even know how to explain it to you guys how blessed, and I'm trying not to cry because I got my good makeup on this morning. How blessed I am to have married Ricky and to have the support of my mother-in-law. Like like nobody could ever know like how nice it is to have a second mom, you know, like really to have a second mom. Like I can talk to her about stuff I couldn't talk to my mom about. She is always in our corner. She is our biggest cheerleader. When Ricky made his decision to like just tell us what he had to tell us, we both were there and for him and with him, and we're supporting him, and just to have her being there to support us through this season has been such a blessing. Then with all of that being said, like now we've borrowed money from my mother-in-law and we could pay her back. Then the franchise thing happened. Well, I just got my vacation, so that's gonna make it so that I can cash in my vacation and use that towards you know, getting us a little ahead, because we used up all of our savings and everything just to get my car fixed. So if something else happens right now, girl, I ain't got it. So I'm so grateful, like just really grateful to God for how things have lined up, how everything's fallen in line. Then I had met one of the girls I work with now. I just met her briefly. She came to my old location. She picked up some items. She seemed very nice. I didn't really get to talk to her because I was booked and busy back then, and I know God's gonna make a way for me to get there again. So we're just sitting up there, and she came in, she got the stuff, she left. Okay, so now fast forward, boom, I'm at my new location, and I didn't really talk to her. There are like all different kinds of hairdressers. There are the kind who are very playful and talkative and everything, and then there are the kind like the girls I worked with before. They talked to their clients and we talked to each other. However, we weren't like playful with each other. It was like very business orientated. And then the girls I work with now, they're very, very playful. So it's like a different kind of atmosphere. So I'm readjusting to that, because I'm not to be mean or anything, I'm not very playful. I'm not, Ricky will testify to that. I'm not very playful. I'm not jokey. I'm not key. I'm not that kind of person. Like when I'm laughing at something, I'm usually like, it's something sarcastic that I'm laughing at. I'm a very sarcastic type of humor kind of person. So I'm just grateful because I had that time at home to kind of decompress from my old group of girls, to kind of leave the past behind. I miss the girls I worked with before. One of them came where I went with me, but the other girls, two of them went to one location. I helped them get in there. One went to another part of town, and I helped her get in somewhere else. We had a guy working with us. He got a job at Tesla, like way back when, and so he just went over there full-time during the pandemic because he has a family to support. So he decided that, you know, like right now cosmetology is not going to be something he can pursue because of the financial insecurity of it. Like hairdressers, we don't have the security like other people, so just the financial insecurity, he didn't want to be there. And I'm grateful to God, like everything lined up the way it was supposed to, because, you know, God was providing. Even though we didn't see him providing, he was providing. We're all still, like, I still talk to all of them, so it's not like it was any hurt feelings, nothing like we could have done. Like, as a staff, my old staff was amazing. Then the new staff I have, they are a different group of girls or women. However, they seem to be very amazing. Like, they're rolling with the punches just like I'm rolling with the punches right now. We did have like some hiccups during reopen. Like we was open for like 3 weeks or 2 weeks and then reclosed. I only worked 2 days of that 2 weeks we were reopened. So because I had to pack up my old salon, it wasn't like I wasn't doing hair then. So now I am at my new location. I love my new location for a lot of reasons, and then there are a lot of reasons I don't like it. I don't like it because I had to drive this long drive. I do like it because it's a refreshing situation to be in, because like I have this time between my job and home to like really talk to God, and I've been really talking to him, like having a real conversation. There is a group, a music, like they sing gospel music, group by the name of Magic City. So I have been listening to them, and they have this song called The Promise, and it's just really like reminds me of like how faithful God has been to me. Like really, he has been faithful. Like there's been so many things that could have gone wrong or have gone wrong, and God has just like had a plan to fix it always. Like he's always doing it, and I've gotten to a point where I don't ask anymore. I'm just more of like, I know for a fact that whatever he has planned, he's already written it in the sand before my mom even had me in her womb. So it's already been spoke or given. And so I'm just trying to live in the grace that he's given me. Like, I'm so grateful for that. And this, like, there's no way to explain to anybody, like, for real, like, all the craziness. And I'm talking about, I have some story times. I be seeing people put up story times. But if I could tell y'all some story times about the person I used to be, girl, you wouldn't like me. Because I used to be a piece, like a real piece. And I realized that God has humbled me at different times in my life for a reason. Like, he has truly humbled me, and he has brought me through so much. And I truly am grateful for that. Maybe we'll have to start doing carpool rides about, you know, like the stuff I've been through, especially like with cosmetology. Like, that has been, this journey to me being where I'm at right now in my career is really, like, literally only because of God just, like, kind of guiding my path. Like, he told me he wanted me to do something, and I decided I wanted to do something else, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna humble you. So I'm doing what he wants me to do, and I know that it's only gonna get greater. It's only gonna get better. So that's that. Then the next thing I'm grateful for is, I remember, and I made this part of this gratitude journey, but I've never really put the post up. Okay, when I was a single mom, I could not afford to buy a lot of clothes for work. So I think honest to God, I don't even know how I kept my job before. Like, looking back on how I was dressed for work, especially at a salon, I don't know. And then the other thing is that not having the tools. Like, I had a pair of scissors that I got from cosmetology school, and that was it. Like, that was it. Boom, that's it. And I didn't have a pair of clippers, and you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't have the stuff I needed to do my job, and God provided me a job. When I first started working for the company I work for now, they used to provide everything except our scissors. Everything. The combs, the brushes, clippers, blow dryers, flat irons. They used to provide all of that for us. And when I got my job, I literally I didn't even have a blow dryer or a flat iron at home. Like, I never even used to blow dry my hair. And just seeing how far God has brought me is just, to me, is like the miracle of everything that's going on. Because, like, right now, I know how to restart. I went from working on one side of town to another side of town. Then I went further out. You know what I mean? Like, I've learned how to restart a clientele so many times. Like, I literally restarted my clientele like 6 years ago, and I was like down to like 2 or 3 clients, and then I restarted over. Then I moved to another side of town, didn't know nobody there, nothing, and boom, again, started all over. You know, I've learned how to rebuild my clientele. Even during this time of COVID, I'm helping the girls I work with, like, rebuild their clientele, and not only rebuild, but like let people know like what precautions we have to be under. Like, cosmetology, they got some real strict rules, and we have to clean up so much more than people even know. And when it's different when you're at a private salon compared to like a corporate salon. At a corporate salon, they have more structure. It's a lot more structure to it because they have a lot more to lose. It's not just, you know, oh, y'all didn't clean up, you're gonna get a fine. No, it's like they got several different businesses doing the same thing. One person's loss could hit another store, you know, like it just is what it is. So I wholeheartedly now understand so much more than I did before. about, you know, like the fines, because I'll be honest, like, I didn't know. It's not that I didn't know, I didn't care. That's being honest. I didn't care about the fines before, because I was like, well, this is their business. This ain't my business. They gonna have to pay it. That's where my mindset was when I was younger. And now I'm like, $960 that these people don't wear a mask? No, sir. If you take off that mask, you gonna have to get out. You cannot come in here. Or, oh, you don't want to sit here proper. Okay, no, I can't cut you here. Like, just little stuff like that. I've learned just to pass on things so that I'm not worried about my livelihood, you know, like that's really it. And then not only that, but like having conversations with clients, because I have learned how to talk to people so much better. Even like, I'm grateful for YouTube, because sometimes I'll make videos, I never even post them. However, like, I'll be on a rant. Like, I've been through some stuff in the last like month, and I was on a little rant one day, and then I watched the video back. And that's the beautiful part of me making these videos, is I was on a rant, and I didn't post the video, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait until I get off work, watch the rant, and if the rant sound right, then I'm gonna put it up. But like, when I was listening to it, because I was like, if somebody I had worked with or worked for me had been on this kind of rant, I would have let them go. So I was like, thank God the discernment came over me for that moment, that I'm not sitting up here like, oh, enough of these people. Because that's where I was. I was like, I was there. Because I have been going through something. It wasn't just work. It was like the combination of home life and work life, because now I'm back at work. You know, you get used to spending time together. You can't spend time together like you were. There's just a whole lot that was going on that day. And it was just like, I got caught in between, you know. So I'm grateful for that. Then I'm also truly grateful, because not only is my panning projects coming to fruition, like, I wanted to pan, and I wanted to pan my collection, and I'm so grateful to my family for giving me the collection I have. Like, most of my collection, more than 60% of my collection, has been gifts from Ricky and the kids, or my mother-in-law, my mom, my sisters. Like, they give me gift cards, and so it's from them, but I got to pick it, you know what I mean? But just grateful for that, because I like pulled out that Wet n Wild palette last week, the both of them, and I had never even really swatched them. And to be sitting there and use them and feel like I had something brand spanking new was amazing. And it was brand spanking new, because I had just took the seal off, but it was inside my drawer for months, or even a year. I can't even tell you when I got them. They were gifts. Let me get some water, y'all. Then, like, I have the stuff I want to send to Nona. I'm grateful that I have it. And this is just like full disclosure, Nona was saying that she was looking for the palettes at the Dollar Tree from Hard Candy. My Hard Candy, like, I don't know, her name's Andrea, and I gotta remember her last name, but her name for her channel. She lives here in Arizona too. She ain't seen none either. However, I was at the Walmart close to my job getting something else, like trying to get like a liquid liner, because my liquid liner is almost up. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna grab a couple liquid liners, blah blah blah, no big deal. And then I was looking, not only was my liquid liner on clearance, I got it for 75 cents, y'all. 75 cents. But, and not even but. And Nona's was asking about Hard Candy, and girl, tell me why they had an eyeshadow kit palette from Hard Candy for 75 cents. 75 cents. That's less than a Dollar Tree. I was like, okay, I'm looking at you, God. I see you. Because I had already ordered that Marilyn Monroe collection from Hard Candy online. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to get a full face of Hard Candy, because that was the goal. Is I have a Hard Candy highlighter. I was going to have the eyeshadow, their foundation. You know what I mean? Like, I was going to do a full face of Hard Candy. And then, girl, tell me why I run into this, because I was like, ooh, you know, I'm just going to look and see what they have on clearance. And right there, boom, boom, 75 cents for Hard Candy eyeshadow palette. So I got it for Nona. Then my Hard Candy order came in the mail. And instead of them giving me their darkest color, I got the lightest color. The lightest color. I contacted them through email. They're sending me out the darkest color that they have. However, they didn't want the light shade back. So I was like, only person I know who could use that is Nona, because it's called Ivory. Girl, Ivory, that's Nona. She's like, got the prettiest, like, skin. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna send that to Nona and whatever. So I put it in a box. And I was on the hype, and I can admit to it, they had that brush cleanser bowl and thing, and it spins your brushes. It's cool, but I didn't like it. It was like, to me, it made cleaning my brushes go longer. It wasn't any better. I don't feel like my brushes were any cleaner. I didn't get a better, you know, anything. I could use a black soap and clean my brushes, and they're disinfected and they're clean when I'm done. Even my black eyeshadow pretty much comes off my brushes. So I definitely am happy for that. Then I had put like other things in there, like stuff that I never even used. Like, I got it and I didn't use it, and it was just like something I got I didn't need. And so I'm sending it to Nona, because like, my sisters don't wear makeup like that. They don't. And like, my sister Tamasha, she wears just the same kind of look. She likes a neutral eyeshadow look, and I taught her how to do that, and she got her little eyeshadow look she can do, and she's like, boom, that's it. She's not a highlight girl. She don't need a whole bunch of highlight. Girl, me, I want to highlight. Then my niece, her name's Antoinette. We call her Momo. So Antoinette is 16 or 17. I gotta ask my daughter, because my daughter, I think she's 2 years older than Momo, or a year older than Momo. I moved to Michigan. My sister was having Momo. Yeah, so she's like a year and some change older than Momo. So she's 17. So Momo's starting to wear makeup. She wear her hair braided and everything. So I want to send her some stuff. Like, I got her a deep conditioning treatment with a little overnight processing cap for her deep conditioner. I got her some little makeup items. I don't even know, like, because she don't answer her phone, what kind of colors she wanted. So I just sent her like some stuff that, you know, I thought would be nice. Then I have another niece. Her name is Holly. Holly is 13. She just turned 13. I'm sending her some gift cards, because she just turned 13. That's my little brother. My mom has one son. My dad has 3 boys. So the oldest one of the 3 boys is my mom's child, and then I have 2 little brothers, and their mom is really, really nice. And I'm grateful for that, because I have a really good relationship with my brothers, because my mom and my brother's mom made that like just more than possible for us to have a relationship. And my brothers are the same age as my kids, so it's just way, you know, like, our relationship is different. But my little brother with my niece, because my other 2 brothers don't have kids yet, and my niece turned 13. I'm gonna send her this gift card and for Starbucks, because her grandma live in California, and I want her to be able to go to Starbucks. Like, you know, to me, like, little girls have things they like, especially preteens. They have the things they like to do, and so I'm gonna send her a gift card. She calls me on Saturdays at 6 when I get off work, so that we can sit and talk while I'm driving, because this drive is hunty, it's long. Then I'm grateful grateful that I could have a relationship with my niece and not have to not know her. I feel like it's so important for kids to know their families, like both sides of their families. So I'm looking forward to when this all kind of calms down, because she's graduating from 8th grade this year, and no matter what I have to do, I'm gonna have to try to figure it out. I'm gonna try to be there for her graduation, because she asked me, she said, would I be there to see her walk across the stage? And that is a big deal. Like, she invited me, she went out her way to say, hey auntie, you know, like, I really want you there for my graduation. So I'm really gonna make the effort to be there. I'm gonna call her grandma on her mom's side, she lives with her, and ask her if, when, and if, you know, what does she want to do. I know a lot of restaurants and stuff. California is not opened up like Arizona. Arizona is open pretty much. Everything's open here. The schools just opened last week. You know, like, pretty much everything in Arizona is pretty much open. It's not, we're not closed up like some other states. We haven't had a re-shut down, even though we've had some tragic outbreaks here and there. We're pretty much just back to normal life, other than wearing a mask. Restaurants are open, bars are open. I don't know if clubs are open, because I don't go to clubs, so I wouldn't know. However, everything here is pretty much open back up. Then my daughter graduated from high school last year, and I'm just so grateful for her being able to get through the season and not have to sacrifice her goals. Like, she wants to go to college. She talked about taking this year off just to, like, kind of work and try to get herself a car. I don't know how good that's going. You know, when you get your money and you're not used to having money, you know, you buy clothes and makeup and eyelashes and stuff and get your nails done and your hair did, you know, you don't think about that. But she's trying to get a car. And then so she's gonna go, she had got accepted to NAU. Her plan is to go to NAU. She's just taking this time right now and trying to get, you know, like, her mentals ready to not have as much money or not work as much. Then I'm just grateful for my second oldest and my oldest daughter. Both are going through life changes right now, and they're taking them like champs. Like, there's so many things that they could be, you know, sad or depressed about, and both of them are dealing with things that are going on in their lives positively, and I'm just so happy for that. My son is doing amazing. He's at home with us, and he's doing really good. One day we'll get it. I'll talk a little bit more about my son, but my son's like, my kids are really my private place. I hate to say it that way, but they are my private place, because behind them, I'm crazy. I'll be honest, like, I am crazy about my kids. And I know they can do wrong, but in my eyes, like, you know, anything they do is fixable. You know, it's like always fixable. And so just to have them and have them around and enjoying their company is enough for me. Then, and this is just whatever, I am just grateful for me to have married the person I married. Like, in this season, we have spent so much time together to where we could argue like cats and dogs, but we have gotten closer over this season. Like, it seems like every time we go away on vacation together, we have like another closer moment. However, like, just this whole situation, everything that has happened, and it's been some stuff, like, honey, if I could just tell y'all everything that's going on with me, like, everything, then y'all would be like, girl, you going through that and you still smiling? Yes, auntie, I'm still smiling. So I'm going through all that. Then there's a girl who does, and I wish she would do it every Thursday. You was doing it on Thursday. What happened? Her channel is called Come to the Table, Living for Jesus, and she was doing Bible studies, and she was going deep, and I was like, dang, what church do you go to, and are you in charge of the Bible study? Are you like practicing on us before you get over there? Because her Bible studies, honey, they are so good. Then Jessica Lee, it's a few people who just came back because they took a break during this time because they were feeling overwhelmed. I was praying for all you guys. I'm so happy that to see so many people come back to YouTube that took a little break because they felt, you know, they were having a lot of stuff that was weighing on them or moving or whatever. So happy for them. Beauty, I think her name is Beauty, but Amanda, I gotta remember her name, but she just moved and she was showing us her little small space organization. Girl, I'm proud of you because my house is small and I know how it is to try to organize a small space and not feel like you have enough room. So happy that you were able to make the best out of this situation, and it seems like you're happy to be in the space that you're in. So congratulations to your husband and yourself for moving. So happy for you guys. Ooh, Starbucks line is crunk. I was gonna get some Starbucks, but I guess not. But I'm just so happy and so full of gratitude. My mom is doing good. My grandmother's doing good. My sisters are doing pretty well, and and my brothers are doing pretty well. So I'm just so grateful. And I just wanted to give you guys a really good update on my journey in gratitude. Like I said, it's been a lot going on, and I've made this video like 25 times in the last month and just never posted it. This one I'm definitely posting because no matter what I can do, there's no way I can shorten this. Like, I have so many things to be grateful for, and I'm not gonna not give God the praise. So I'll see you guys next time on this side of 40.